Guys, Dcat here with another YouTube video, and yesterday I was watching the first Gravity Falls episode released within the past 4 months, and that on its premiere, which was amazing. It was the Tale of Two Stands, and if you guys haven't watched it, you need to check it out. It's amazing. 30 minutes, no commercials, no clue how Alex Hirsch got that to pass with Disney, but he did. It's amazing, so let's get started. Quick notice I have to mention before we get started. Due to the rights given under the copyright law of fair use, every clip or picture used in this presentation is acceptable because they are being commented on. The rights of every picture, to the best of my knowledge, and the clips played in the making of these videos are all property of Disney and of YouTube. I mean, of the YouTube commentators who did their commentary on it. There is one clip that I used from a commentator, but I found a clip. The clip I was looking for did not have any talking in it, so I think that's fine. But if you guys don't like me for that, I guess just let me know in the comments. This is my first time doing one of these theory videos, so please let me know how you like this, or if I could improve on anything. The music in this video is my own take on the main theme of the Disney show Gravity Falls, and depending how long this video takes, I might add more music, but I'm probably just going to be sticking with my own take of the Gravity Falls theme. All ideas expressed in this videos are my opinions and have no influence over the outcome of the show. If you guys don't agree with my opinions, please let me know. I want to hear from you. What you think is going to happen in the series, yada yada yada. Don't know why I said that, but without further ado, let's get going. So, one will die. So, my idea for making this video was, it was based in on February 23rd. This kid asked Alex Hirsch, are you going to kill someone? I'm assuming he meant on Gravity Falls, but he just wrote Gravity Falls. But Alex Hirsch quickly responded at 3:09 p.m., the 23rd of February 2015. At least one character will not survive the season. Buckle up. So I have a few theories on who this character will be. So, my first idea, okay, I do not believe this will happen at all. Zeus, the only reason I mentioned him is because a lot of people would probably assume he's gonna die, because in Dreamscapers, which was I believe the second to last episode in Season 1 of Gravity Falls, Bill commented that Zeus is more clever than how he lets on.
You know, I'm impressed with you guys. You're a lot more clever than you look, especially the fat one. He's talking about you. So I'm gonna...
The reason I don't think he's going to be the one who's dead is because, quite frankly, he was called clever, and normally clever people find ways out of situations that aren't good, or they just simply don't get in situations that are over their heads. Unless they get cocky, of course, but the entire season I could not think of one moment that Zeus has seemed cocky to me. So, let's skip on to the next scene. So guys, warning, if you have not watched the Tales of Two Stands, there will be spoilers on the next 2 slides, so stop here and come back to the video after you've watched the Tale of Two Stands. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to switch to the next, to stop watching just in case it's caught you by surprise. 3, 2, 1. Okay, spoilers. So stand for it. This is not Grunkle Stan, which we've assumed the entire both seasons up until now. So this is actually his brother. So I'm just going to read a quick Reddit post from yesterday. This is by a Paradox of Infinity. The Pine Twins were 18 when Stanley left, and they met up again 10 years later, and Stanford was in the portal for 30 years. Then that makes them both around 58 years old. The reason I decided to post that is because a lot of other people on Reddit came to the same conclusion that it was 30 years. I don't quite remember that being in the episode, but it sounds familiar, so it must have been. Unfortunately, I could not check that yet because at the time of recording this, there are still no videos up on YouTube or other websites of the entire show, so I need to go back and double check on that later. But assuming that this is correct, and I feel it is correct, that since he's been in the portal, the Dreamscape for 30 years, I believe was what was discussed as being on the other side of the portal. It was guaranteed, and people, just in the Reddit, it was, if you guys have not checked out the Reddit posts on Gravity Falls, just search Gravity Falls on Reddit. You will find a lot of stuff about this, so if you want to do your own research, people have come up with really good ideas there. I was actually, yesterday was my first time looking at those subreddits, and it blew my mind how many people were actually thinking and, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term, obsessing over the show, which, it ups the quality of the discussion, so I'm perfectly fine with that. I completely lost that. So, the consensus is he's either in the Mindscape or the Dreamscape on the other side of the portal. I personally think it's a Dreamscape, but I cannot be 100% sure with that. So, the reason I don't think Stanford is the one going to be who's going to die is because assuming that the portal leads, and things will be different in the Mindscape or the Dreamscape than it is in the real world. So I was thinking that the gravitation might be different. The weight, I mean, how much gravity is present in the Dreamscape could be more or less depending on than the Earth. And I was thinking that the portal would probably be less and have less gravity in the Mindscape because it's your mind. You can fly around as much as you want, yada yada yada. And you can just imagine things and you can happen. I believe the earlier in the Dreamscape or the episode that I showed earlier, Dipper found out that he can just imagine anything and it will happen in the episode, I mean, in the Dreamscape, and that's what I believe would happen here as well. So he could just imagine flying around, but doing that would actually weaken his muscles. Because I know in space, in order for the astronauts to get accustomed back to Earth gravity before they re-entered orbit, they have to work out in space for a long time every day just to keep in physical form. Otherwise, their bones and muscle mass would deplete because of lack of use, which I would assume would be happening in the Dreamscape because you can just do whatever you want. Imagine it. You can imagine stuff and it would happen. So why walk if you can just fly around? Your muscles would get weakened then, and well, that's my theory. But the reason I don't think that is true is because as soon as he came out of the portal in A Tale of Two Stans, he just jumped on his brother Stanley, or Grunkle Stan, for what we would call him, I guess. And he was actually doing pretty well in the fight, so I don't think he would have I don't think he's the one going to die because he's in perfect fit after coming out of the Dreamscape. He might have a few side effects from being in the Mindscape for 30 years, but that is yet to be announced. We don't know anything about that yet. Yeah, I just mentioned that as well. So we don't know of any negative effects. So Stanley, this is a person up until yesterday we believe was Grunkle Stan, and to avoid confusion, I'm just going to call him Grunkle Stan. So if you haven't watched A Tale of Two Stans, why are you still here? Well, I guess it doesn't matter now because you've already seen this. I mean, you've already have been introduced to a few spoilers. So in short, we find out that Stanley is not Grunkle Stan. I mean, is not the kid's great. Actually, I guess he would still be the kid's one. It would be one of the two kids' great uncles. So. Whatever. Okay, so the reason I believe that Stanley is the one who's going to die is because in the season premiere of the last episode in the season. I mean, the episodes between the Tale of Two Stans, not what he seems. Stanley wiped toxic waste onto his foreheads, and toxic waste can lead to many mutations and many different forms of cancer. So, and he even quoted himself saying, "Can't be too careful with this stuff."
Just enough to finish the job. Can't be too careful with this stuff.
So that is why I don't believe Grunkle Stan. I mean, that's why I believe that Grunkle Stan will be the character who's going to die. You can also go on with saying that it's perfect. One of those two has to die because technically Stanley Pines has died in a fiery car crash that he faked. So, and he's living out of his brother's old laboratory, which he turned into the Mystery Shack. So, something has to be done throughout. We'll definitely be finding out in the next few episodes what's going to happen to that. We already know that Stanford is trying to evict Stanley from his house at the end of the summer, but we don't know exactly what's going to happen. I just feel like with all that confusion, the easiest way to solve the problem is by killing off either Stanley or Stanford. And Alex Hirsch has made it very clear, in my opinion, that Stanley's going to be the one who's going to die because he accidentally wiped toxic waste onto his forehead. So that's my opinions, guys. Please let me know in the comment section what you believe is going to happen. I like hearing yours. I really enjoyed looking and reading the theories people posted on the Reddit yesterday after the episode aired. So please let me know what you guys think. This is my theory. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe for more cool videos. And if not, then thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.